Create your world. Create your world.
This is Verona, the dancing reporter for Create Your World News, where my newsroom is the world. And as you know, Hurricane Harvey hit Houston, Texas, dropping an unprecedented 55 inches of rain. The waters were rising, and thousands had to be rescued. There were about 18 deaths. And it's also hit Louisiana as a tropical storm. The President Trump, had visited the area to assess the situation and the damages and assure them that federal aid will come to them quickly.
We want to do it better than ever before. We want to be looked at in 5 years and 10 years from now as this is the way to do it. This was of epic proportion. Nobody's ever seen anything like this. And I just want to say that working with the governor and his entire team has been an honor for us. So, Governor, again, thank you very much.
Everybody, what a crowd, what a turnout. I want to thank our governor. Your governor has done a fantastic job. Governor Abbott, thank you very much. He's right here someplace. He's right here. So we just want to thank your governor, Senator Cruz, Senator Cornyn, everybody, Dan. We want to thank the whole group. This has been a total cooperative effort. Again, we will see you soon. I will tell you, this is historic. It's epic what happened. But you know what? It happened in Texas, and Texas can handle anything. Thank you all, folks. Thank you. Thank you.
On the local front, Andy King had a press conference in front of 3677 White Plains Road, where he and the community had got together and wanted to know why Stag Properties did a bait and switch.
I just want to let you know for the record, this is the neighborhood that I was raised in. My home is a block from here. I raised, and every day when I get up to go to work, I come down White Plains Road from 219th Street to Dunhill Road, and I see a population that was never here before after the erection of this building. Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Some people believe you gotta be a duck. So for us to think that when I have a conversation with the administration and say, listen, we have a problem here in this district, because before this building was built, before the summertime came, this corridor was clean. I know in the council, and I know we spend a lot of money in NYC cleanup. I know on the 12th of each month, my staff and I and community residents, we come out and we clean up White Plains Road. We put new trash receptacles in. We're doing new lighting up down to improve the living conditions here. So when we see people who like they're strung out on drugs, we've never had that challenge. We see people arguing, fight, as you've just witnessed. When we see parents or adults here that are just smoking and just laid out with no cause, just for no reason, since this building erected, yeah, we have a problem up here. And it's not due to the fact that we were dishonest, but someone in the administration misled the people of the Bronx. And that's why we have a situation here. The only reason it's kind of quiet today is because we're out here. Come out here any given morning, 24 hours, from 219 to Darnell Road. People laid out all up in here. I get complaints from one of the working residents in here complains about the conditions in here every day. That every time they come in, someone asks them, are you from the shelter? What shelter did you come from? Well, you know, let's go back into the history. When we started this conversation with Mark Stagg, this building, 3677, is part of the Affordable Housing 80/20 program. It's 20% of its units went in a lottery beginning in October 2016. In 2015, the Stagg Group told myself, the community board, and anyone else who will listen in this neighborhood that it would be providing a positive project for the community. They had a good commitment. At this time, they had a commitment to making sure that whatever they built, it would address community concerns, and that this major project here on 219th Street, on 216th Street, and Stagg's own work. We have something was called the hidden home. That's what they call it. And that 25-year-old came back to people and said, it's got a job, but doesn't want to say it's no that the nurses' aid, firemen, we have an issue, we have to be making 40 to 80 down to that. They need a place to live. That's 15. When When I met with them, there was a goal, him and former borough president, Adolfo Carrion, we sat down and talked about, before there was even a shovel put in the ground here, of what kind of housing is needed in this neighborhood. Now again, we need to make sure that all New Yorkers have housing, but this community is a working neighborhood.
Because you're already living, right? You end up being, if you will, a pawn king.
That's what this building is. Because I have never seen any of them around here. Not that politician that just stood there, not his support system. He's never knocked on the door, introduced himself to the new people in his community. And that's I come from Brooklyn, where the Boylan family was the electors out there. They shook your hand. They acknowledged who you was and who they were. They gave you a certain amount of decency and respect. That he stood there just now and degraded us. We don't know where these people come from. We don't know if it's the people that they bring here. What about the people that already lived here and slept on those pictures?
Were you formerly homeless?
Yes,
Are you paying rent now?
Yes, I pay rent now.
Are you
I have a
working?
special needs child. Yes, I do. I have a special needs child, and this is what this building is for. And look at how good the building is maintained. If we're destroying it outside, why are they destroying it inside?
In a city place.
Yes. The city place is a year. But then you got the whole second and third floor that's made for this community. Construction workers, night shift workers, who don't get rent subsidy and who pay straight cash. That's right. Even the apartments look different in that on the second and the third floor.
Yes. Just formerly homeless is what you're
No,
saying.
it's not just formerly homeless. It's the whole community here. And it's a lot.
I had my run-in with the manager at 3677. I got there early before the press conference, which was on July 31st. Now, she wasn't doing a bait with me, but she sure was trying to do a switch. And she told me that it was going to happen on August 3rd. But good thing I did not listen to her and listen to my gut and know that it was happening. So here you have the news, and you know what they're doing when they're putting up a building, what they're doing in your community, what they're trying to do in your community. June was Caribbean Heritage Month. And there was something going on all month regarding the Caribbean and Caribbean people. Of course, Councilman Andy King had a celebration at the New York Public Library in Manhattan, talking about the carnival, the West Indian Day Carnival. And they had a concert.
Persephone DaCosta, and I'm the artistic director of Batinga Dance and Drum Productions. Batinga is a Moray word. It means arts from my ancestors' land. And so my company, it's our mission that we preserve the culture, that we educate people, and we celebrate the culture from West Africa and the Afro-Caribbean diaspora.
there was something at Borough Hall, Brooklyn Borough Hall, with Eric Adams. It had a symposium talking about the carnival, the West Indian Day Carnival.
Very, very hard. At times we took our money to make this carnival a success on the parkway.
43 kids back. So you see how far and how large we have grown. There was a little ups and downs, but we get in it there, and I'll be telling you something. Do not miss this celebration this year.
Speaking of which, that West Indian Day Carnival is coming up. It is September 4th in Brooklyn on Eastern Parkway, so get there early. And of course, now in August, you have Rain Eastchester Senior Center. They cannot stop. They cannot just leave it in June. It has to be celebrated in August. So they had their party. They were dancing. They were having a great time. Now it's time to take a dance break. universe, for all the goodness you're bringing my way. I receive it, I accept it, and I thank you for it. And so it is. Welcome back to Create Your World News, where my newsroom is the world. We had a great day in Harlem as well, where we had the mayor and Hazel Duke speaking, and they were talking about not letting the realtors come and change the name of the community.
Community is, and it understands only hatred and divisiveness. So Harlem Week with the best children's programs, with the best music, with the best arts and culture, and with the best people, say to the rest of the world, we know what it's like to build community, and we know what it's like to figure out how to have no divisiveness and work together. That's what this festival is all about. That's what you're about. That's what Harlem's about. That's what New York's about. Down here with the rest of us. Thank you very much.
Madam President, thank you to Lord Williams and the Greater Harlem Chamber of Commerce for all the work that you do. My name is Brian Benjamin. I'm the new state senator representing this district. Yes. And let me just say, I was born in this building right behind you 40 years ago. And when I think of Harlem, I think of home. And when I became the state senator, the first bill I introduced in Albany was a bill called the Neighborhood Integrity Act. Yes. That act demands that anyone who looks to change the name of any community, that needs to be a community-based decision, not a decision made by real estate brokers or anybody else. And so my position is we are going to protect Harlem. I'm going to protect Harlem with everything in my body. But that's not just the name Harlem. It's about the people who live in here. And while we're a home of immigrants, and we are happy to have everyone come, it's important that when you come here, you respect those who were here before you got here. And so one of the things that we are so focused on is, yes, making sure we have affordable housing for our community and economic development for our community and criminal justice reform. What we're doing to some of our kids is criminal, and I'm going to do my best to change all of that. So,
hello, family. I just left 135th and St. Nicholas, and I was looking down here at you. What a beautiful sight. You just don't know how important you are today, saying to America, we are inclusive in New York City and in New York State. The hell with 45. We are keeping our city, our state, safe for all. We are inclusive. So I bring you greetings from the NAACP, as well as a board member of the Greater Harlem Chamber of Commerce. This is showing America today what it is about. What I do want you to do for me though, I want you to come out and vote. Vote like I see you out here today. Every time they open the polls, I want to see you in lines like they did in South Africa. Can you do that for us? Can you do that, Harlem? Therefore, 45 and all of his billionaires will not take over this country. We will keep our country great again. Thank you.
If you missed the auto show at the Jacob Javits Center, Harlem had its own auto show, and Amelia Moore was there.
And today, you're about to see creativity not only with cars, but also creatively with poetry. First, you're going to see some of the hottest rides, classic as well as contemporary, where owners redid their car just because. And then on top of that, you're then next going to see creativity as it relates to expression of self, social commentary, as well as political activism. It is all here. I'll Create Your World.
feel. We want our elegance, our sex, our walk. We want our cool, our recipes, our intelligence, our science, our stars, our history. I want my Moroccan nose. I want my holy water breasts. I want my Maasai legs. I want my alien arms. I want my Ivory Coast mouth. I want our breath back. I want our time back. I want your foot off our girls' backs. I want all your badges back. I want you to evaporate into dust like swatted moths. Don't cut me down from the noose. Let my legs dangle for the devil. What a spectacular magic show. Why you turn the cameras off? Why you turn the cameras off? This is a simple ballet. You got front row. This is your venue. This cell, this hole is no one's home. It's no place for a woman to die. You probably never heard of Judith Jameson, Catherine Dunham. Oh, we know how to get our legs in the air. We know how to elevate, use our bodies to tell a story of middle passage, of survival, of lynching. You have always loved our bodies under your control. Don't you touch me. Don't you take me down, murderers. Don't you touch my body. Don't touch my music. Don't touch my patience. Don't touch my car door. Don't come near my window. Don't talk to me in that tone. This body of work got work to do. I'm resurrecting my body in new forms daily. Watch for me in your deepest sleep. Black is the color of my true love's hair. Listen for my songs. Watch for my walk. Listen for my voice, my black girl attitude. Watch my body resist your death trap. Watch me rise. Watch my rebirth. Watch us rise up from this new Jim Crow, from these new unspoken apartheid laws. We want our bodies back. We want our bodies back. We will take them, protect them, raise them, remind you, remember you, Sandra Bland. We will never forget your brown body, your mind, your pride, your spirit, your love, your vow to do God's work. We want your drive from Illinois to Waller County back. We want all our daughters back, and we want them back now.
I also went out to see the eclipse. It was great. You can see the sun look like a crescent moon. Well, it wasn't a total eclipse in New York, but from California to South Carolina, the lower region of the United States was in total darkness. They usually say Labor Day is the official end of summer, but we got one more parade. That's the African Day Parade at September 17th. So I'll be there in Harlem on Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard. Then that's when the summer is over. Thank you. This is Verona, the dancing reporter for Create Your World News.